Hello, it's Jamie Leslie up in Shetland here, farming at Scotland Farm, right at the south end of Shetland mainland. Predominantly livestock farm with 90 Angus cows taking their progeny through to finished, and topping just over 1,000 ewes. We also have an area of arable land which we grow spring barley. It's 100% for feed, just to try and reduce freight import costs. This year we've got Planet and Salome growing. This is the field of Planet just here I'm standing in at the moment. We also grow an area of various fodder crops for cattle and sheep, some fodder beet and kale and occasionally swedes, things like that. 2020 in Shetland's been quite different from the mainland again, probably. We quite often have a different track of weather from the mainland of Scotland. So we've seen very stop-start growth. We had great establishment conditions early on. This field was sown the last days of March and established really well, but then through April was also pretty reasonable, but once we got into May we got quite cold and quite windy and quite horrible weather for a week, so that just slowed things up, and yeah, I just put a wee bit of a dampener on things, I suppose. But it's coming on now, almost out full year emergence, so pretty pleased with that for the time of year. We'd be hoping this kind of up here, if we can get towards 8 tonne, we're doing pretty well. 7.7, 7.8 tonne suits us pretty well, I think. Straw is also a big thing for us, so we try to keep a bit of length in the crop. So yeah, pretty positive outlook. Just hopefully we can get it harvested before September or during early September. In terms of marketing outlook, as I say, we've got a huge freight premium to take feed barley to Shetland, or any type of feed to Shetland, so we just market this as feed grain to local farmers, and it works away quite well, really. My question for the panel would be on recommended lists and varieties. It's quite centred around yield, and yield being the main kind of selection, or one of the main selection criteria, and I just wonder whether in the future there will be a more room for varieties that have other agronomic or marketing ability attributes, whether it's a taste or flavour in terms of the marketing, or in terms of agronomy it could be a early maturity or a disease resistance, or even a ability to cope with lower inputs, whether that's nutrition or pesticides. So I'd just be interested to hear what the panel think of that. Thank you, bye.